Welcome to another Marketing and Motivational Monday. I'm Claude Bailey, and I'm with 24/7 Auto Marketing. Today, I just want to do a quick pep talk to really help you, the entrepreneur, small business owner, with your marketing, give you a little bit of pep talk, give you some motivation to keep plugging away. So today's Marketing Motivational Monday is all about a quote or a phrase that I heard from the current Frank Kern. He is a direct response to that marketing guy. I was listening to one of his courses, and he kept on saying this one phrase here. Let me share with you. Perfection equals the poorhouse. And so when I started thinking about that, right, perfection equals the poorhouse, I mean, it's very profound. And it's probably a thing about what people always say, you know, you don't have to be perfect, just go get it done, right, type of thing. But sometimes there's a little bit inside of us that we want to have it right, especially just starting off, right? If you got a brand new idea, you know, you want to get it right. You want to get your webpage just right. You want to get your words just right that you say in your marketing material and your ads, right? You want to have everything perfect, like everything has to look great and perfect, right? Now, perfection equals poorhouse is a very inspiring thought, right, from Frank Kern, and it makes you think. And the reason why I know that, and how it hit me and how it turns on to me, is that trying to be perfect sometimes can lead to procrastination, right? And that's what makes this statement kind of a bad deal here. So, you know, what's wrong with being perfect? Nothing's really wrong with trying to be perfect. But what happens when you try to be perfect is that you kind of lead yourself to procrastination. And when you lead to procrastination, that means you're not getting anything done, right? That means you're not getting yourself out there. It means you're not promoting your material, right? It means you're not working on your product, or you're working on your product, but you're just working on it forever and you never get it done. And then some other competitor comes in and gets it done before you do. Now you lost your motivation because someone else did it. You thought you were going to be the first one out to market, but you weren't the first one out to market. So, I mean, there's so many different reasons why we're trying to be perfect and get the very perfect thing, because how our mind kind of works is this. You have this great idea, okay, and you start working on it. And then as you're working on your idea, you think of ways you can make it better. I think this way might be better. Or you start second guessing yourself, like, is this what they want, or is this what they want? Will this word get more people to my website, or where I'm using this word with this color or this color? You know, what do people like? And you start thinking about all these questions in your head, and then you just get overloaded and you get frustrated, and then you kind of just stop. And so procrastination. So there's a quote out there of how we can overcome procrastination. The great legendary Og Mandino II. He is an author and speaker. He wrote the book, the best-selling book, The Greatest Salesman in the World. And his quote is, "Action will destroy your procrastination." So true, so found. That you just have to take action, right? The first thing you gotta do, get out there, is take action. That's the first thing to destroy procrastination. But what happens when we start thinking about all the different questions that go into our head, like I just mentioned, right? You know, what about this color? What about this color? What about this color? What about this color? Or, you know, how can I get more people to my website? Do I need to drive traffic? Do I need to use Facebook marketing? Do I need to go SEO? Do I need to do Instagram? Do I need to do Pinterest? All these different things that you have to think about going in your mind. Like, which one is the best strategy? Should I use this type of marketing funnel or this type of marketing funnel, right? Or what should I price my product? Should I price that, real cheap, or make it real expensive? And what should I put it at, right? So all these questions go through our heads. I know they go through my head daily, every day. So the things that kind of help me out is to have this type of mindset. And the mindset's pretty clear, right? I want you to think three words, right? I want you to think better. When you get to those situations where you're trying to figure out, maybe what type of product you're going to do, what kind of features you're going to add in your product, just think better. Is it slightly better? All you have to do is be slightly better than your competition. Is it better than your competition? Is it better than what's already out there in the market? Is it better than what you did previously that you launched? Is it better? Because I want you to think better. And here's the illustration in the automotive industry, right? The first automobiles that came out there, what was the big thing before automobiles came out? It was horse and buggy. So if you had an automotive vehicle that had an engine in it, right? It wasn't a beautiful thing. It wasn't all elaborate as we see today. If you look at the very first automobile compared to what our vehicles look like, our automobiles look like today, totally different. You like, who would even think about coming out with a product like that, right? So if you're trying to come up with your own design, your own automobile right now, right, you'll look at the current competition, the current market right now, and it's pretty elaborate. But if you came out with something like the Model T now, back to when it first came out, and you try to compete with now, there's no way you're going to sell that product because it's not better than what we have today, right? So you want to think better. Doesn't have to be perfect. You want to think better. Another question, Elon Musk, it comes out with Tesla. It comes out with Tesla, all electric vehicle, right? Was it better than the market is today? Well, there was no real high source of battery electric vehicles today, right? And so he came out the first. So was it better? Yes, it's better because was it perfect? No, we've seen the news about the autopilot, how crashes still occur. It's not perfect, but it's better than what we have today. And then when you get better than, you get that mindset of better than, right? You think, all right, it's going to be better. It's better today, but I'm going to improve. So you already know how you want to improve your product before you even launch your first product. I know, but you got to hold off on that, right? Because if you do it, you're never going to get it out to market, which I want you to think also deadline. Stick to your deadline. As long as your product is better than, stick to your deadline. Point and break. Software on our smartphone software, our computer software, how many updates do we get, man? We get like 2-3 a year probably, right? What's the whole point? They launched one software for the phone. Apple does, Google, whatever. I use Apple products, so I can speak directly with Apple. Between my Mac operating software and my iPhone software, right? They're constantly sending me updates, little tweaks. You can look at any other software, right? I'm using Ecamm Live to go live with this marketing motivation. There's always updates for them. They're always tweaking, fixing something that goes wrong. So look at here, guys. It's not going to be perfect, but I just want you to be better than. Right, and I want you to think about, okay, once you launch it, you got your list of things to improve, but and make sure you hit your deadline. If you have a deadline, don't try to improve. If you're going to try to make an improvement, but it's going to crash you before your deadline, you're not going to get it done before your deadline, launch it, and come out with it. As long as your product's not going to cause any harm to anyone, right, and it's better than just launch it. So that's what I want you to think about today. That is my Marketing Motivational Monday for you guys. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it below. Even if you're watching the replay on this, right, I do respond to comments still, and I like to reply back to your comment as well. So thank you so much, guys. That is all that I have for you today. Hopefully this is helpful for you. If it is, please like it, and please share it with someone else as well. Thank you so much, and God bless you.